Hi, my name is Stephen Robert Cass. I'm a worship leader, a songwriter, an artist, an author, and a sound engineer. If you want to know more about worship leading, being on a worship team, how to be a good member, how to be a worship songwriter, how to self-publish books, and get free new worship songs for your church and mix sound at church, you're in the right place. Please stay tuned to this channel because all of my audiobooks are uploaded here for free, so you can listen to them today. My ministry is to empower worshipers and songwriters. A quick recap. What I talked about in video 1 of this series was that you need to develop your writing and delivery styles. What I mean by that is you can set out to write a book and just write a bunch of words. That might be great therapy for you, and it's what many of us do when we write in our personal journals or other writing, just to let off steam or to get some ideas down. But when the intention is to create a book for someone else to enjoy reading, you have to give thought about how you deliver your thoughts and words. This is the most important beginning of declaring to yourself and your readers that A, you've got a story or some information to deliver, and B, how you have decided to deliver that story or information. So when I say develop your writing style, what I mean is the type of book you intend to write. Is it fiction or is it nonfiction or young adult or any novel of some sort? Then when I say develop your delivery style, what I mean is how are you going to deliver your information inside another story or with a character or with a character development of some sort? Check out that previous video. You'll find the URL on your screen in the link below in the description. So today, I'm going to talk briefly on organizing your sections in the writing process. In this process, you're going to create buckets or individual documents for each chapter or section or each scene. This way, you don't end up with a document that's on your screen that you're scrolling through endlessly and it's hundreds of pages long. Why is this important? Because no matter what methods you choose, you must be in charge of the organization of your ideas. Otherwise, it's too easy to get distracted and confused, and you'll spend more time being frustrated when you develop your book. And be distracted. That's me anyway. I've got short attention span problem. Anyway, I use software called Scrivener for this purpose. Now, Scrivener is an amazing book writing software, but I have very little knowledge of how to use Scrivener to its fullest capability. And it's quite capable, I gotta tell you. You'll find links below in the description on how to purchase and research more of its capabilities. By the way, the purchase link is an affiliate link. Thank you for helping me in my coffee fund. I use Scrivener very simply for its sectional organization only. I will create separate buckets or sections for each chapter. That way, I can simply click on the bucket or section when I want to work on that particular chapter. This is advantageous for me for 3 reasons. 1, I don't have to endlessly scroll through a single document to work on my book. For example, I'm working in chapter 2, but now I want to work on chapter 10, or is it chapter 7, chapter 5? 2, I'm no longer confused as to which chapter comes before or after another chapter. All I need to do is to look at the bucket or see the section to see the chapter titles. 3, if I decide to print out a certain chapter to read off the paper or to have someone else read it to me, all I have to do is to highlight, copy, and paste it into any text program to print. Or you can use Scrivener to set up this print function too. And it'll print you PDFs or Word docs, whatever you want. I'm sure there are other possibilities here that I'm just not aware of. There are probably other advantages that you'll discover by using this wonderful software. And again, I don't use this software for any other reason right now than the organization of my book in the creation process. When I'm basically done writing in this stage, I create the manuscript of the book. And I'll talk more about how I create this manuscript in video 4 of this series, how I prepare for interior formatting. And I also touch on this manuscript creation in the next video of this series, video 3, the types of editing. What I do to begin my manuscript creation is to copy and paste each chapter of each section of the book into a single document, just like a Word doc. And I will tell you, I'm just actually reminding myself when I do this, don't be too quick to make the manuscript and to abandon Scrivener in this portion of the writing process, because you will discover in the creation process of your novel or story that it isn't done. You're not finished with it. As soon as you believe you are, give yourself some grace and some extra time and enjoy this part of your book creation, the part where you continually add more information to each section, whether that's supporting information or character development or your adjustment of the order of the sections, chapters of your book. I'm talking to myself again. Wait, if I say that here, then I really need to have this section come here and this chapter go there. And your internal cooperation of facts and story continuity. More self-talk. I also mentioned that in the other chapter. How deeply did I divulge X fact, or how much of this character development did I go into that chapter? Ooh. I really should have had this chapter before this other chapter. All these things. But I'm also easily confused. My brain gets distracted. Squirrel! That's me. Anyway, I need all the organizational help I can get. But my bottom line for you today, I use Scrivener to help me organize the sections of my book. The front matter, that is the copyright page, dedication page, table of contents, and the foreword, that stuff. All of my chapters, any back matter, such as about the author or reference pages or other books by me, which, by the way, all of my books originally had other books by the author in the front matter. I think I'm going to switch that to the back matter. In summary, organize the sections of your book in the creation process. So, 1, so you don't endlessly scroll back and forth through one document. 2, to eliminate confusion about what information is in what chapter. You still might get confused, but this is a tremendous help. And 3, because it's easier to find and print only the pages you need. The bonus reasons, there are 2 that come to mind. That you will feel much more organized and confident about your creation, and that it is much easier to send sections or the whole manuscript to an editor. Here is the list of the videos in this series. Be sure to see video 3, where I talk about the types of editing. And not only just the types of editing, but how self-editing plays a crucial role in the development of your book. Not just crucial, I will call it essential. If this video rang true to you today, would you subscribe? Ring the bell on this video so you'll be notified of the release of video 3, the types of editing, professional and self-editing. Thanks for listening.